Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai Knight 22. It's Thursday, Witch and the Beast. Taking a break from the first impressions. I already did two of them. You can expect there's probably going to be... One of them I'm not going to do. I'm going to leave it for an anime series review. Two other first impressions for... That's not on the site that I usually watch these other three. Is basically Metallic Rogue and Tales of Wedding Wings. I'll probably do that on later time, probably the weekend or something like that. But Witch and the Beast, episode 5, Death and Beauty and Death, final act. This was insane, putting it lightly. So we finally get to reveal this necromancer. Now, he doesn't really... We find out why he's doing what he's doing. It's this girl, his wife or woman, that died. She died in a fire, which is kind of funny because that's how the other one, lost her children, weren't really dead. But yeah, she died in a fire, and he couldn't bring her back because her skin was so charred and just... So he basically was manipulating other people, bringing back undead girl women who had wet hair. Now, the twist in this episode is kind of a twist. Now, they basically, Fenora and the detective, they end up going into his house. There's some small talk. The detective is really pissed off because he brought back his dead lover. The detective's dead lover. What was the detective's name again? I completely forgot. I apologize. Jeff. So Jeff's dead lover, the necromancer, brought her back to life. He gets really pissed off by it. Now, the necromancer thinks he's won in this regard because he has Fenora on the ropes. But that kind of doesn't go his way. Doesn't go his way. What ends up happening? We find out she's a witch. Yeah. I don't know how that works. Well, confidentially, a necromancer is a witch. To an extent, they are. But he finds this out, and he realizes he's screwed. Because literally, she turns the undead, and he has to dust. I was like, oh, damn. He really pissed her off. But at least to say, he ain't having a good time, this necromancer. I am not good. So what ends up happening is before that happened, he had a bunch of combat undead approach. And then she starts pulling out these black knights, her undead servants, and they just wreck everyone, just kill everybody. Unfortunately, he killed Jeff's wife, who was undead anyway. And she apologizes to him. The necromancer's running for his life, and surprise, surprise, Johann, who he thought was dead, isn't. Yeah, he's still alive. Huh? He apparently isn't dead too. However, it's different because he's a witch's undead. Meaning, you can't kill him. So what ends on happening, which I just wow. Johann, he fucks this guy up so bad. It's insane. He peels off his skin on his face. I was like, ugh. It was a very gruesome episode. Um, but the end of the episode, basically, what ends on happening is she brings him back, the necromancer, and basically the deal is that he's going to properly maintain these undead perfectly, and that includes Jeff's wife. So Jeff's wife is going to come back to life, and it'll be normal as usual. But Fenora says to him, it's going to be a while. She's going to have to be in hiding. But yes, he will get her back. There's also a scene with Johan and Jeff, and Jeff like feels pity on Johan because trouble with women, and she tells Johan to go get her luggage, and then this made me go like, whoa! She takes her hand and the fingers and starts burying into the necromancer's skull. Oh my no, this is gruesome. And she says she's doing this because of what he did to Johan. And that's where the episode ends. I did see one reviewer mention something, and yes, this show does feel like other shows. It does. Like in Spectra, and there was another show I was watching, and I'm currently watching, that I didn't finish. The one with the girl and her head and everything. Yeah, it is similar, but you see, those shows didn't focus on witches and curses. So, you know, I still have hope that this show is decent as it is, and it does have some interesting facets. And plus, here's the thing: the difference between those shows and this show is showing you different characters who are a combo. There are two people within teams from this order going around and righting the wrongs of magical, resources of the order. So I thought this was a really gruesome episode. Holy crap. Did not expect that. That was like, whoa, let's tone down the violence. This is getting really gory. Fingers and skulls ripping skin off people's faces. I'm like, damn. You're scary. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was very violent. I mean, we've had violence in this show before, but this was like, whoo, undead violence. So, and it was enjoyable to watch. So, overall, I thought this was a good. I think, yeah, I kind of want to say this was one of the best episodes of this season so far. I'll definitely give this a 9 out of 10 on the gore factor, definitely, and the torture factor. Holy crap! Like they don't allow the necromancer to die. They just gonna torture him in invincible ways, just immensely. Yeah, pretty cool. Now next week, we kind of get. I think with next week's episode, we're gonna go delve more deeply into the organization, because I think we see the leader of the organization and something about a demon sword. So that should be interesting. So we're gonna go. And this show is like very interesting because we had three. Yeah, we had 3 episodes with Oshhoff and Gudo. Then we had 2 episodes with these two, and now we're going to go into something else. I kind of on that, but I still think it works to a certain extent. And you know what's funny? This show and Metallic Rogue are very similar because it is kind of the same thing. Both have to do with an organization that's going out and hunting something. In Metallic Rogue, they're hunting these powerful androids that need to be destroyed. And in this show, they're hunting witches and other magical things. So it's kind of interesting in a way when you got sci-fi and you got fantasy. Both seemingly, in that ballpark. But that's all I got for you guys. This was, undead violence, zombies and crazy. Really good shit. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Next week we'll be, I think Friday. Not what was I going to say. I think the weekend is when I'm going to do more the first impressions, along with Marshall. So you guys can look forward to that. But yeah, that's pretty much the story with this one. We'll see what next week brings with the demon sword. It's like, she's pushing her fingers in his skull. I was like, yo, that's some hardcore shit. I'll see you guys later.